Leadership is often misunderstood as a call to go harder in every direction. More drive, more pressure, more control. But the leaders who endure and whose teams perform over time are rarely extreme in how they operate. They are balanced. Ownership should be absolute. Responsibility should be total, but leadership itself requires restraint, judgment, and range. Demands balance. Balanced leadership is the ability to hold opposing demands at the same time, to act decisively without becoming reckless, to stay close enough to the detail to support the team while remaining far enough away to support what matters most, to lead from the front when needed, to follow when someone else is better placed to step up. This balance does not happen by accident. It must be practiced. One of the most common areas where imbalance appears is between leadership and management. Many leaders treat these as separate disciplines. Someone value one and dismiss the other. That is a mistake. Leadership brings people together. It creates alignment, trust, and shared purpose. It is what allows a group of individuals with different skills and priorities to move in the same direction. Without leadership, there is no cohesion. Management, however, is what sustains that effort. It ensures people are paid correctly, keeps systems working, and it maintains standards. It provides a structure that allows leadership to function over time. Neglect either, and the team pays the price. Early in my career, I struggled with this balance. I wanted to focus on the trading and leading operations. That was where I felt most useful, and that was where the impact was visible. But alongside that responsibility came a long list of management tasks that could not be ignored. Equipment had to be tracked and maintained, evaluations had to be written, performance had to be documented, promotions and recognition depended on accurate administration. None of this felt like leadership to me in that moment. All of it mattered deeply to the people that I was responsible for. Had I ignored those tasks, I would have failed my teams, not dramatically, quietly over time. That experience clarified something important. Leadership without management creates chaos. Management without leadership creates stagnation. Balanced leaders accept both as part of the role. Some leaders are naturally strong and weaker in the other. That is normal. What matters most is honesty. Balanced leadership starts with a clear assessment of your own strengths and weaknesses. Leaders who recognize imbalance do not pretend it does not exist. They seek support. They build teams that complement their weaknesses. They learn from those around them and improve where they must. That's not abdication, that is ownership. Balanced leadership also requires emotional control. Pressure will pull you in towards extremes. When stress rises, leaders tend to micromanage or disengage. Both are signs of imbalance. The disciplined response is adjustment. Step in where clarity is missing. Step back when trust is required. Recalibrate often. Leadership is dynamic. The balance point moves towards a situation, changes. What worked yesterday may not work today. Good leaders notice this early and adapt without ego. Feeling out of balance is not a failure, it's a signal, it's a warning. It tells you something in your approach needs attention. Perhaps you are avoiding administration responsibilities. Perhaps you're buried in detail and losing sight of the mission. Perhaps you're carrying too much alone. Ownership demands action. Seek help where others are stronger. Improve the skills that you have neglected. Recommit to the daily disciplines that keep leadership steady. Balanced leadership is not found in theory. It is built through consistent effort, through choosing progress over comfort, through doing the work even when it feels tedious. Knowledge alone changes nothing. Reading about leadership is not enough. Understanding balance does not create it. Only practice does. Leadership is a craft. Balance is one of its core skills. Those who commit to developing it lead teams that endure, teams that trust, and teams that perform when it matters. That is the standard, and it is available to anyone willing to own the responsibility and do the work.